Hello everyone. I recently got the opportunity to be able to beat Jedi Fallen Order. In my last recording I did mention it was on Origin, and I'm thankful for that as I do not feel that this is worth $60. Here's why I feel that way. The problem with Jedi Fallen Order is that it was designed around console play. So unless you're familiar with a controller or have the ability to use one, um, you're not really going to get the fullest out of this game. Even on PC, you'll notice it with the key mapping. With the key mapping, you can't create separate buttons for dodge and roll like you could in, say, Witcher. Because of that, you have to double tap the appropriate key for that to happen. In addition to that problem, there is a lot of glitching or bugs with this game. I'm not sure which of the two it is. I know that in a good number of the fights that I did, there were times that I legit got stuck in a corner or on a wall and I couldn't get out. So that's really not fair. Outside of the problems, though, I would say that there were some other things that they could have done better. For example, the stims and exploration part. I don't mind the idea of exploration for getting better equipment or things like that within reason. Witcher 3, I think, was perhaps the best game for handling something like that because it just involved you going out into the countryside. With this game, it was a completely different beast. It required you to do jumping puzzles and do a whole bunch of other things just to be able to find the stims and all the other stuff. Some of the puzzles were too complicated, even for me, and I had to look them up. I know I'm not the only one with that issue. There has been some streamers that I've helped with this game as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I felt it could have been handled better in different aspects. Perhaps one way that they could have maybe made things a little bit easier is if they are going to be pulling from canon like they did with this game, then perhaps make a Grey Jedi storyline. That would introduce both blaster and lightsaber combat. Something like that could have been done to at least remedy some of the problems. So, yeah, and another thing they could have done is perhaps made it so blocking was a little bit stronger. The game doesn't really give you a lot of stamina, even with the upgraded skill. You're entirely reliant on dodging, which does not always work out. If you're on stairwells or narrow areas, then really blocking's all you've got, and unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about that. It gets exponentially worse when the enemy is spamming their attacks. So, yeah, that's. I know it's a lot of negatives, but really, I just don't have too much positive to say about it. I mean, the graphics look great and everything, but that's really the only thing that I felt was even remotely worth it. So again, I'm very thankful that this was available on Origin Access because that means you can pay a monthly fee, $15, and actually play this game. So it doesn't require you to spend 60. Because of that, I am not too disappointed with the game to a point where I felt it was a waste. If I spent $60, then yes, I would have felt it's a waste and told nobody to buy it. The only reason I would ever recommend this game is because of Origin Access. That's it. That's all the thoughts I have on this. Thanks for listening.